Poor Baron, you know, he's still with us, but he had shoulder surgery here by this time in his career. So it was really hard for him to even raise his arms up because he had his shoulders cut on. But I didn't give a shit, man. I loved him.
Womp, 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 womp.
I loved Baron von Raschke. Only because I got to see Jim Raschke behind the scenes.
All right, I'm looking up another source right now since you want to be so goddamn argumentative.
I'm not goddamn argumentative. I just know that Spartanburg had a low ceiling. This is kind of a big arena. Now, let me tell you why I can see it's a big arena. You can see in the background sometimes these lit up neon signs they would have in bigger arenas. Spartanburg was just like Spartanburg is kind of a place that you would see an independent show now. So I don't know. I don't know. See those signs in the background there? That Coca-Cola sign? Those are signs for big arenas that had a second level to them.
Wow. You know what? They have different information here.
Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah. See? Damn it. And you say I don't remember shit? Well, motherfucker.
Why are you cussing me?
I ain't cussing you. I'm cussing everybody else out there that says I don't remember shit. I can remember some shit. Can't always remember my name, but I remember shit. There you go. Yeah, put another claw on him. That's me putting a claw on everybody.
Oh, shit. You know where this happened?
Where?
I'll be goddamned. And that makes sense based on son of a whore. All right, so here's what happened. When Flair just said they got scarves tied around their legs, running around here calling themselves tag team champions, I'm like, well, they had already lost them. All right, let's go to, man, look at JJ's hair here. JJ and Tully with Bob Caudle.
Director. Okay, that's good. Please get it straight from now on. You people out here, you, Weaver, all the people that work for Jim Crockett Promotions and Nemo Production do a great job, but please get your facts straight from now on, okay? Now, Dusty Rhodes.
I'll make him the boss. How would that be, Tully?
No, I'm the boss, and don't you ever forget it. Dusty Rhodes, the message is being sent good and clear. The domino effect, working strong, right, James J? The Achilles heel, down the tubes. Jimmy Valiant, you stepped out of your league, and you proved it. I proved it, and the message was sent. You were the sacrificial lamb, and I was the butcher man. Now, Dusty Rhodes, you got that national heavyweight title. You walk around parading yourself along with that, less than a woman. But you know, Dusty Rhodes, I got things to prove to you. One, for the insult of carrying her around and talking about you being a better man, and one, for you being a better wrestler. And you like to talk real good. But Dusty Rhodes, I'm going to take the national heavyweight title and prove once and for all who is the best wrestler.
You know, Bob, there's an old adage about possession's 9/10 of the law, but in this case there is an exception. And with regard to Baby Doll, when Rhodes go down, she will come crawling back, but this time it won't be in the same light.
And then the lessons are going to be taught. And you can count on that, Baby Doll, because you belong with who made you.
Tully Blanchard, Mr. James J. Dillon here at ringside to the ring. And another one of Paul Jones's men in that corner, Johnny. You just saw Baron von Raschke. Now you're looking at one that's just equally as disturbing or more so when you have to look across the ring and see him. Here's the Wild Man, the Barbarian.
Quite an awesome.
So here we go. I figured out what the deal is, and this is my bad. This is a syndicated show. So they've got to not only record the show, then they've got to edit it up, get it on the tapes, and then they've got to distribute it to all of the different channels. So because of that, they have to tape this show further in advance. This show was actually taped January 28th, which made a lot more sense when Dusty, or not Dusty, but Rick was referencing the Rock and Roll Express still being the tag champs, because as we know, they lost that on Superstars on the Superstation.
Right. And they came in the first match with the belts.
Yes.
Right.
So they had them January 28th. They've lost them by the time it airs. So obviously, eventually WCW would figure this out and they would tape shit way in advance, and you would see guys randomly come to the ring with or without belts and like, wait a minute, I don't remember that happening. But by the time it aired, it all made sense.
Sure.
So this is happening in Rock Hill, South Carolina at the Winthrop Coliseum. Has a capacity of 6,100. There's actually 5,000 fans there. It's a loaded night. I mean, a ton of matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 matches recorded that night in Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's January 28th. Of course, it's airing here on February 8th. But man, the continuity of the Rock and Roll Express coming out with the belts, when later that night, we're going to see the Midnights run around with them. That's got to be a little confusing, right?
Yeah, that is, again, we didn't have a continuity person, and you can even say that we didn't have one in WCW in the 90s. Continuity is such a big part of what we do and should do, and just it wasn't done correctly back then. So I'm sure it was something that again,
if you just go look at a picture of that arena that we're talking about, Winthrop Coliseum in Rock Hill, dude, there's no denying that's the building they're in.
Yeah, it was a big building.
Oh my
really.
God, Dusty's here with that fucking coat. Here we go.
Champion. Here's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Baby Doll. And Dusty, I know you and Baby Doll heard some tough words that were put down on YouTube a few minutes ago by J.J. Dillon and Tully Blanchard.
Well, Bob Kyle, the thing that really hits Dusty Rhodes in the face is last week, Ian Anderson come out here, J.J. Dillon come out here, and they said, since when does Dusty Rhodes send a lady or a woman out to do his talking for him? Let me tell you what, Daddy. I'm walking and talking with the prettiest thing this side of the moon, you understand? The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes and Baby Doll together. This ain't Donnie Marie Osborne here, baby. This is true flesh, blood, getting down boogie woogie fever. And let me tell you something, Tully Blanchard, coming out here talking about Dusty Rhodes and JJ saying, when we beat you, Dusty Rhodes, Baby Doll gonna come back crawling on her hands and knees. Let me tell you, that day ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna be there. And Tully Blanchard, you remember one thing that the world remembers, this one thing that you know how to say better than anything in the world, and that is, I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. That there is enough to make you cringe in your boots. And Ric Flair, the nature boy, come out here wearing a pair of jeans that he bought in some highfalutin store out in Los Angeles, California. My jeans come from Texas, and I feel them real well, you understand? And if ever there is a time, Ric Flair, that you think for 1 minute that Dusty Rhodes is not your superior, you let me know about it, because these jeans that I'm wearing here, like I say, if I want them filled with anything else than them big 38-inch thighs I got, then all I got to do is turn around and see what's going to fill them. You understand what I'm talking about? That's what it's all about. Come on.
The American Dream.
He just called Baby Doll fat right there. Kind of did, didn't he?
I don't know. He wanted a big pop about, I got these jeans in Texas.
But he's in South Carolina.
Yeah. I got these, but he wanted the big pop and he didn't get it. And that was that long pause.
Yeah.
Because he was expecting the big pop. So he had to
Look at
rethink
that.
what he was doing.
Look at that. No fancy entrance set, just right down from the locker room. There they come. Hawk trips over the guardrail. Man, they're just going to take it out on this poor motherfucker.
Exactly.
I tripped, so fuck you. Bam.